If you take somebody's life, I don't feel like you have the right to do anything, to have anything, to say anything. Once the death penalty is on the table, it makes no difference if the victim's family wants to come forward and say, well, we forgive him and we wrong.
No, they can forgive him all they want.
No.
It gives them a chance to say that they forgive because that only helps them.
Okay.
But his punishment is still the whole.
But his punishment is life. That's the bottom line. Whether he languish in that hole and be consumed by self and with guilt, who cares?
But you're not murdering him.
But he murdered somebody.
So he's punished in the whole.
No, he don't need nothing because they have nothing. Once you take that life, you take that energy, you take that, all your family is left with is memories, photos.
Whether he dies or not, all they're left with is memories.
Nobody cares about the murderer.
He's going to die anyway. I don't want to be a murderer with him. So he needs to be put in the hole, and he will eventually die on his own.
Right.
Well, he is.
We all gonna die on our own eventually.
But he's not getting anything. He's not getting what he was getting before, which was fresh air and to get to walk around.
No, but he's still got life. He can still sit in there and every day fuel itself with the fact that, okay, well, I'm in here. And he may go through the stages of, remorse and, repentance and, he's praying and he might want to write letters to the family.
He can't, though.
Oh, who cares about that?
He can't do any of that except for forgive himself
they
or whatever.
They can't do anything when you take their life. The life that he took, they don't have that. They don't have that privilege.
That person that took that person's life is a murderer.
Exactly. And a murderer should be murdered.
No, the person that took the murderer's life is a murderer. Just because you think, okay, well, I'm going to take his life because the land says it, because he took a life, we take his life. You are a murderer. If you put him in that hole, you are not murdering him. You're only putting him in a hole. He's going to be punished by being in that hole. He's going to eventually die.
If you put him in a hole, then you're punishing him for the crime that he committed of murder. Mm-hmm. But he still gets to live. And you killing him makes you a murderer as well. Mm-hmm. So if you don't murder the murderer to make you a murderer, mm-hmm. then what's the point of having laws? Because
the law is
listen, because when you commit a crime,
mm-hmm.
who's to say that it's a crime? Who says it's a crime? Society says this is not right. You're not supposed to do this. Right. You're not supposed to do that. You're not. Okay. When you do that, then you get punished. Your punishment may be jail time, probation. In the extreme cases, it's the death penalty. Okay. If you don't want to grant the death penalty to people who are warranted of it, mm-hmm. then what's the purpose of having crime at all? You understand what I'm saying? I mean, if you're not going to punish a murderer,
but you are punishing
him.
No.
You're not punishing him by putting him in a box. You got him secluded, and he's by himself, and he got to be deep in thought. Nobody gives a damn about that.
I don't care what he's doing in there.
No, but the point is, he's still doing. You understand? That's the point.
I hear what you're saying.
He's still got life. I don't give a fuck if you I don't care if you tie him up, and he bound and chained and gagged, and all he can do is blink. He's still alive. Mm-hmm. Where the person's life he took don't have that. They can't do that. And if you don't want to be a murderer because you kill a murderer, mm-hmm. and if your defense is, well, if you kill him, then you're a murderer and you're no better than he is, then what's the purpose of having crime?
There shouldn't be a death penalty.
No, not just the death penalty. I mean, if you're not going to abide by the death penalty, then why should you have any, it should be the Wild Wild West. Everybody do what they want to do.
That looks like Wild Wild West anyway.
Exactly. But I mean, if you put a bank robber in a box for 25, you give a man 25 to life for robbing a bank, for stealing money.
That's what needs to be changed.
Okay. Then you turn around and you give a man 18 years for a drug conviction.
Those laws need to be changed.
Then you turn around and you give a man the death penalty for taking lives, what have you.
Okay, drug dealer is done the same thing.
And it's been proven, you got the evidence, everything is straight up, mm-hmm. on a straight up and up. Mm-hmm. and you say, okay, well, all the evidence points to, bam. I mean, in some cases, you got guys that confess, yeah, I did it, or they get caught red-handed in the act. You know, you run in there and, you know, he